America, and good day to our friends around the world. This is a political talk show here on WRMN. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the show. You can always find more information about WRMN at WRMN1410.com. That's the place to go to learn more about it. So, thanks for being here. My name is Dennis Green. You can find more about me on the internets. Look me up, Dennis Sonar Green. You can find me at Sonic Engineer for most places. We are talking today all about the UCMJ, right? The Uniform Code of Military Justice. We've got a few other things to talk about as well. We want to also thank everybody for being here and joining us in the morning show. We're starting to run down to our Thanksgiving programming. So make sure you get over there. Join Dean and a whole bunch of other people joining us. David Tees will be there. Tom Tancredi will be there. And we'll be checking in with everybody else throughout the day. So those of you that love to interact with the radio, this is the perfect time to do that. That'll be this Thursday, of course. So let's get into a little bit of what has been so, prevalent in the news right now. There's been a lot of talk all about the unlawful orders video, or there's been a lot of talk about the sedition and they should be put to death and all of these other different things that are out there. And it's, we talked weeks ago, months ago, all about toning down the rhetoric, and this does not seem to be toning down the rhetoric. We talked about differing opinions, right? Why are we jumping to death penalties? Why are we jumping to sedition? Why are we jumping to all of these things? This inflammatory language. I get it. It was a trap. It was a trap that was set, right? It was one of those things that somebody could say something that sounds controversial, but when you look at the words, it doesn't on paper, right? Defund the police or eat the rich, right? If we all turned around and started going after people that said eat the rich, I mean, it's silly. So to see our government with these knee-jerk reactions for things, it just, I don't know. I want to take it back to boring, right? Can we do that? So this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the U.S. military enlisted oath, what it says in there. They've all got slightly different variations for it, but for the most part, it's all under the same thing, 10 U.S.C. 502A. You can find it if you're looking through the documents. We're also going to go through the Uniform Code of Military Justice, if that's the documents as well, where we'll talk about a few of the articles. Now, I used to work for the legal department at sub school in Groton when I was waiting for transition orders, right? You go from one school to the next, they wait for your orders, and while you're in this transition period, you get different jobs, right? Maybe you got to sweep something, maybe you've got to work for the cooks, maybe you've got to just be an errand boy for somebody. Well, I got to work at sub school legal for my part of it. Anytime that I was in that in-between side of it for months at a time, they requested that I worked for them. And we put these together. We put these different articles and these different packages there for captain's mast, which is different from a court-martial. Court-martial is the more formal legality aspect of it. But captain's mast essentially is you did these things. Do you agree to go before the captain instead of us doing a full court-martial and everything else? So Article 92 specifically came up in every single one. Article 92, failure to obey order or regulation. Doesn't matter what they did, doesn't matter how they got in trouble. Article 92 was always tacked on. No matter how many times they wanted to do it, it's almost like if you broke a law, you immediately broke the law of not breaking the law. So failure to obey order and regulation. And in this time where my fellow warfighters are out there questioning, and to give you more of the background, I was in Somalia. I didn't get to touch ground, but I was there with my ship. I was in the Persian Gulf. I have been through the Straits. So I've been to these places. I've been to that position. I've been the guy on the other end of the gun questioning if we need to be shooting or should I be shooting? Are we in danger? So I try not to take these things lightly because I know that feeling. I know that feeling of a boat is coming towards us. I have to identify that boat. Is it a danger to me and my shipmates? Do I fire? Do I not? How do I identify? Do I ask? How do I ask? Where do I ask? And so we get to this point where warfighters right now in the Caribbean, in the Pacific, are fighting what are presumed to be drug lord, terrorist, Mecca bad guys. But yet our Congress has not authorized the war on drug lord, terrorist, Mecca bad guys. And so there were a few Congress representatives and senators that worked in different places within our military, whether it is a CIA analyst, Army Ranger, Navy veteran, astronaut, all decided that they wanted to make sure that those people on the ground, those people with the trigger, those fire controlmen with the button to launch that missile know that they have at least 6 representatives with their back. Now, even before all of this, according to the Washington Post and others, there have been reports that inquiries towards JAG officers, Judge Advocate Generals, they are the lawyers of the military, of requests by junior officers to get letters of exemption that this practice that they have been doing in the Caribbean, however you want to say it, will exempt them from any other troubles in the future. There are reports of service members that are asking outside the Judge Advocate General, civilian lawyers, what to do about things. And this was before this video came up. And so this is what we're going to talk about today. We are going to break down what the UCMJ says, what the oath that enlisted members take, and we'll talk about the drug boat strikes in the Caribbean and the Pacific. And we'll use that as a real-world test for this legal side. So stick around with us. We've got a lot to discuss today. I've only got about an hour to fix it and put it out there. The other side that we're going to do is the WRMN News Hour is going to fire off at 5 o'clock as well. So lots and lots of things going on. Stick around. We've got more great WRMN programming, including this one, coming up.
off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out, every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast to Coast right here on WRMN, 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Noory with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss.